的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉醒了一座城，一个灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界，我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。一个眼神觉 醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切，一颗夜深觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，是因为听到你们的呼声。天外的天浩瀚无限，我也要和你对决，在绝城之巅战役无言，连成无眠，让双眼锋锐的摩擦迸发在一念之间。一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，星火燎原了华夏尚武的情节。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切，一颗眼神觉醒了一座城，一颗灵魂点燃了一群人，跨越星河去追逐我们的世界。我们本来就不畏一切，不惧一切。去秋天之上，去唤醒早已饥渴的灵魂。雪从凝固变成了沸腾，
为赛场上的中国力量呐喊。JCK 战绝城12生肖吉祥配饰，精工雕琢，无上荣耀，承载冠军品质，跨越人生巅峰。源于自然的珍贵，归于品质的健康。战绝城养正茶。
战绝城知识产权已在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市，敬请扫码开户咨询。 JCK 绝城之夜第86期，顶尖选手怀揣着必胜的信念，踏上这个充满挑战的擂台。头条主赛迎来一场中蒙对决，平头哥王琦与蒙古国选手图拉纳木南巴雅尔一决高下。首先将用4人新锐赛开启本站比赛的序幕。高远顺、马吉提耶尔坚、李刚强、哈德斯、阿勒别克4位选手，谁能在今晚斩获 JCK 战绝城签约合同？JCK 绝城之夜第86期，勇士们将在擂台上挥洒汗水与热血，谱写属于他们的辉煌篇章。
Fight fans, welcome back to Shanxi, China for JCK Fight Night 86. An incredible lineup has been prepared for you tonight here at the JCK International Fight Center. Wang Qi battles Namnan Bayer in tonight's headliner.
Wang Qi, the Honey Badger, very ready for another war tonight. And the Mongolian Namnan Bayer making his JCK debut in tonight's main event.
A look now at the matchups graphic for tonight's headliner. Namnan Bayer is the reigning MLG1 lightweight champion amongst other accolades. But is Mongolia's best enough to rival Chinese madman Wang Qi? We'll find out tonight.
And he's not the only Mongolian on tonight's card. Sakbat goes up against Seimuke in the co-main event. And we have a 4-man, one-night tournament in the lightweight division.
I'm Vaughn Anderson.
And I'm Woody Potiter.
And your host with the most to kick it off is Yang Guang.
Thanks Vaughn, thanks Woody。所有现场以及正在收看比赛直播的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络竞技有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际竞技技术合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权也在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的是 JCK 绝城之夜 N86 的比赛交锋。那么今天晚上的比赛也将会通过官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播以及格斗迷的大力支持。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛轻量级的对决，平头哥王琦大战来自于蒙古国的全能悍将图拉纳姆南巴雅尔。联合主赛羽量级的交锋，野豹斯伊木克托和达洪对阵来自于蒙古国的敖德根苏荣苏赫巴图。那么正赛方面，除量级的交锋，猴子沙买提沙纳提对阵来自于哈萨克斯坦的塔利哈尔伊尔江。银量级方面，小坦克奥什武勒对阵小西藏伊西赤烈。复赛方面，银量级的交锋，银次吉纽里发对阵屈比罗华。金量级4人新锐赛首轮 A 组，高远顺对阵猎豹马吉提耶尔坚。B 组，李刚强对阵坏小子哈德斯阿勒别克。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛比试世界综合格斗的新浪潮，在此也非常高兴能与现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同见证和引领这股新的浪潮。接下来，让我们共同开启今晚的比赛。JCK 战绝城比赛规则及打分逻辑。JCK 战绝城常规比赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟。JCK 战绝城4人赛，初赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击半放开。决赛， 每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 绝城之夜，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，每场比赛5回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。普通比赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，将由3位判分裁判员进行打分。JCK 战绝城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛将由5位裁判员进行打分。肘击禁止使用由天12点至地6点，由前向后的拉肘攻击，半放开，不允许击打头部。JCK 战绝城打分逻辑， MMA 比赛的打分逻辑是以结果为导向，采用减分制原则，每回合获胜方得10分，对方得9分或更少。打分权重，以选手的技术表现作为评估标准，有效打击、有效缠斗、积极的进攻和局面的控制，重击的权重优于摔跤和控制。JCK 战绝城4人新锐赛，4位选手即将在这场激烈的竞争中闪耀登场。
战绝城是中国最好的赛事，可以检验我1年的成果，给大家带来精彩的比赛。
我想过很多次会登上这种国际的大舞台，然后现在我来了，我会好好发挥，我会去终结我的对手。
他们带着不屈的斗志，渴望在这场比赛中证明自己，争夺 JCK 战绝城签约合同。
一晚上打2场比赛，这对我是考验，我已经准备好了。
拿到后手对于我来说，我的职业生涯刚刚开始。
这一次我有10成的把握来拿下合同。
这里是意志的战场，是勇气的试炼场。只有最坚韧、最勇敢的战士，才能在这里绽放光芒。蓝方选手猎豹马吉提亚尔坚来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部，摔跤是他的优势。他对手高远顺来自于本溪公胜格斗俱乐部，技术全面。2位小将今天晚上谁能在首轮比赛当中脱颖而出，顽强拼搏，义无反顾。
Here we go. Now it's time for the first fight of the evening. Opening round A in our one-night 4-man lightweight tournament. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Ma JCK Jian, hailing from Xinjiang, China. This 21-year-old now lives and trains here in Shanxi province. Ma JCK was a wrestling champion before he began training here in Shanxi at Yanhu Fight Club with several other tough fighters, all with wrestling backgrounds. From watching both fighters move around this week, Ma JCK is my pick to win this fight. Expect him to get the fight down to the ground quickly and maul for the TKO finish. He'll have to act fast though, as the one-night tournament the one-night tournament rounds are only 3 minutes long.
Yeah, and it shows so much mental toughness. If you get up in the cage 2 times in one night, it's not an easy ask. You're going to warm up and then cool down, and you're going to come back here regardless of what beating you had on the first fight. So we got to be very respectful, and also keep that in mind when they fight in their first fight. Are they pacing themselves, considering that they need to come back out here in 1 or 2 hours?
I just love these one-night tournaments, Woody. I can't wait to see what these lightweights bring to the JCK cage.
And his opponent walking out of the red corner is Gao Yunshen. This Benxi Liaoning native is only 22 years old. He fought against Zhao Zhikan in his debut, who at that time had 27 professional recorded fights and is one of the top guys in this division in China. Vaughn, what a rough start to your pro career. He's only had 2 professional fights. His other fight, he lost a decision against Dumutao. But imagine that your debut is against one of the probably the most experienced, or one of the top 5 most experienced featherweights currently fighting in China. And I mean, how tough is that?
Well, breaking news. Main eventer Wang Qi and his corner for tonight, Teng Li Ge, have just walked into Gao Yuanxun's corner. So he's got great advice coming from his corner for this fight. Let's see how this youngster does in his JCK debut. Gao Yuanxi, of course, from Benxi in Liaoning, China. JCK fans might recognize the name of that town. That's where JCK superstar Wu Ze is from too.
本场 JCK Fight Night 轻量级4人巡演赛首轮 A 组的比赛争夺。栏目选手身高175公分，臂展183厘米，体重71公斤，年龄21岁，来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手猎豹马吉提1、2、见。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展178厘米，体重71.20公斤，年龄22岁，来自于本溪公盛格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩5战3胜2负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的红方选手高原胜。今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家乔博老师和侯宇老师，他们2位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Von Anderson Woody Packeter 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 本场比赛场上裁判2名，下面比赛正式开始。
开始。Judge, tie. Fight! Majati in the blue and Gao in the red.
Both fighters start swinging immediately. You can see Gao light on his feet.
Looks very confident with the striking, does Gao. Oh, goes for a spinning kick.
This is a rookie tournament. The winner of this fight goes on to fight the winner of the next fight in the finals. And the winner of the 4-man tournament earns a JCK contract. Oh, heavy overhand right from Gao.
Big overhand, catches him right on the right ear. Majati throws a kick of his own there. It's nothing but air. Look at the smile of Gao. Light on his feet.
1 minute into this first round.
Another big punch thrown there by Gao. Didn't catch anything clean. I'm surprised that Majati hasn't shot for the double leg. We really expected him to use a lot of wrestling coming into this fight.
He does not look comfortable on his feet, very flat-footed. You know, his movements are quite big. Gao, I believe, is the better striker. Now, let's see what happens here in the clinch. Can Ma GT get this fight to the ground where we know he's stronger?
Well, now he's got 2 underhooks with all that pressure, and he's starting to get Gao down there. Gao digs in.
Gao to get back to his feet.
Yes.
Grabs that underhook.
Can he turn out off the wall is the question, Vaughn.
Here's a good opportunity for Ma GT to level change and grab the legs. Gao creates distance, and they separate.
Really well done by Gao there. He used that forearm right in the neck to just pry him off and create the space, and then run out the corner against the cage. Well, this is the 3rd spinning wheel kick we've seen. Feels like they've been watching some highlight reels, Vaughn.
Well, there's a flurry from Gao.
Gao wants to trade. Look at that Max Holloway throwdown. Let's throw down right here. Bro, it's right at the beginning of the fight. 4th spinning wheel kick we've seen in 1 round.
Gao's confidence seems to be growing as the clock ticks down. Final 20 seconds of this opening round. Ma GT looking for that overhand. I'd like to see him set it up better.
He did good there. He faked low and came over the top.
Spinning back fist from Ma GT, answered by one of his own from Gao. We'll go into the 2nd round after a rest.
We see their main eventer Wang Qi talking to Gao a lot, telling him to
during this round. I don't think he's going to win this fight unless he gets the fight to the ground. He doesn't look comfortable on the feet. Look at some of the replays. Gao's confidence, as I mentioned earlier, grows by the second.
Yeah, and we definitely saw when they had that engage, Ma GT had those double underhooks, body lock, looked pretty comfortable, trying to pull him down, drag him to the floor. Gao managed to stay up and pry the space open. But I think that's what Ma GT needs to do, is get back to the wrestling and try to take this fight to the ground. You know, we don't know how much Gao has trained on the ground, but you got to just think, looking at the camps, probably that is exactly where he has the advantage of Ma GT, and Gao is probably weakest.
Round 2 begins. Gao in the red shorts, light on his feet. Ma GT flat-footed in the blue corner.
Ma GT throwing punches, throwing himself off balance there, looking for a heavy left hook.
Ma GT scoring with that inside front low kick, a spinning heel kick. But I kind of feel that Ma GT does not have confidence when he throws those kicks. And every time he tries to do something special, like a spinning back fist or a spinning heel kick, Gao replies with one of his own.
A big punch thrown there by Gao. Both these fighters looking a little bit stiff compared to when we saw them on the pads. But, you know, that just could be the nerves. These guys are very new. This, like you said, this is a rookie tournament. And fighting under the big lights is so much different than fighting in the training and sparring or on the smaller shows. This, of course,
fighters separate, go back to the center of the cage.
This, of course, is one of the biggest arenas you can fight here in China and maybe even Asia. A really good platform to make an impression.
Calls for action from the referee. Ma GT throws and misses. Gao on the attack now.
A lot of spinning attacks here. Nice left hook. Ma GT gets the body lock. But Gao did really good to dig that underhook in. You must be careful for the hip throw here.
Looking for that Uchimata, but Gao stuffs it. Gao firing knees to the thigh from this clinch position. Ma GT looking for that foot stomp. Ma GT, I'd like to see him level change and grab the legs. This is a perfect opportunity to drop levels and get a double leg or a single leg.
A nice knee. Some knees from Gao. Gao has shown this habit with whatever Ma GT landed, he wants to immediately retaliate with. Goes for a nice side kick with Nice low kick from Gao. Goes back to that leg. Majati has shown a good inside left kick.
We have not seen this fight play out on the ground. There's a hard bomb that lands.
Right on the ear.
Oh my God, a heavy kick to the head from Gao. Majiti does well to stay standing.
Takes it. Majiti ate some power there. That kick was barely covered with his glove, but then he ate a very heavy exchange. But he threw back during that exchange. You see that? He actually ate a bunch of bombs and he tagged Gao, and it was Gao who
here in that second round. Let's look at some of the highlights.
Look at these guys throwing down with bad intent. And you got to think, you know, we see how much effort they're putting in. You remember your first fight, how tired you were after that first fight, exhausted. How much gas are they going to have left going on into the final later tonight? One more round. One would hope that they came in very well prepared and would recover soon. One more round to get to the final.
Final 3 minutes. I see Majiti needs a finish here. If he's intent on standing, he better stop brawling.
Feels like Gao is finally starting to play a little bit more.
Gao throwing some bombs to connect.
When you start being able to fake some kicks, fake some punches, it shows you're trying to set up your opponent more, which just shows a level of relaxation in the cage. And that is exactly what you want from your fighter when he's in there. You don't want him to be starry-eyed and freezing up in the big moment. You want them to be relaxed, thinking very clearly, right in the moment, that flow state that people talk about.
Calls for action from the referee.
But we can't take away the toughness of Majati.
This is a strange strategy for Gao Yuanxun. I thought he was doing great on the feet. Why
he goes for a sit-up. He got the sit-out. I'm surprised he lands that sit-out on the wrestler. Majiti, hands up, facing forward, trying to look for an opportunity to counter-punch here.
Less than 90 seconds remaining in this fight. So far, Gao Yuanxun is up on my scorecards. Woody, who do you got?
Same. Gao, I feel he's controlling the tempo. I do think that second one was a little bit closer, but here in the third, it's all Gao so far. Definitely from a control position, from a control.
Majiti gets the body lock, looking to take the fight to the ground. Finally, he remembers his wrestling base. But is it enough? He's just got 1 minute left. He needs to hustle if he wants to finish this fight.
Here we see Gao already almost back to his knees. He's going to stand up here. He should get that bottleneck out. Yeah, and he stands up. Now he can pry. He needs to sprawl that right leg down, exactly what he does. Get that right arm in deeper. He shouldn't go for the guillotine here.
Now we see Majiti on top here. The clock is ticking now, entering the last 30 seconds.
The referee warning him there not to hit the back of the head. Now it's Majiti. He's got 20 seconds. In my opinion, 20 seconds, he should finish this fight, get a submission or a TKO. He's not going to get it just holding down Gao.
There's the bamboo. Final few seconds of this round.
And it's Gao looking, trying to see if he can sink in the guillotine. Not much going on there.
Well, fans, Majiti, if he had done that early in the round, he could have won, but I'm pretty sure Gao Yuanxun is going to get the judge's nod for this one and advance to the finals later tonight. A look here at the action throughout the 3 rounds. Until the final round, it was all like this. Exchanges on the feet, a little bit of reckless bombs being thrown. Keep in mind, these are rookies looking to earn a JCK contract.
And you got to give it them, at least they were trying to get their opponents out there. Really aggressive from both these young fighters.
下面宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 1 28-29； 2号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 2 28-29； 3号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 3 29-28。本场比赛3位裁判分歧判定蓝方胜。The winner, by split decision, win by point, presenting China. The blue corner, Majiti Ye Chen. 接下来比赛精彩继续，勇往直前，无所畏惧。蓝方选手坏小子哈德斯·阿勒别克，来自于北京方正自由人搏击俱乐部，新疆散打比赛5连冠的获得者。他的对手李刚强来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部，战力出色，目前处于职业生涯2连胜的状态。那么今天晚上谁能够更胜一筹，势均力敌，出类拔萃。
Here we go now for opening round B of our one-night 4-man lightweight tournament. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's the bad boy, 哈德斯·阿勒别克, hailing from Yili in the Xinjiang region in northwest China, where so many tough fighters come from. Hadasa started training Sanda at age 7 and has gone on to win 5 consecutive Xinjiang Sanda titles. He's also trained at Xi'an Sports University's team, China's national Chen Yunhui 75 kilogram champion as well. You can't really get better than Chinese Sanda champion. It's a Chinese sport after all, training in Beijing with wrestling-based Freeman Fight Club. I can't wait to see what Hadasa brings to his JCK debut. Woody, he is my favorite to take not only this fight, but the entire tournament.
Well, he has to get through his opponent first in this round. However, I did watch some of his fights, and I'm telling you, this kid is very aggressive. He is a Sanda fighter, a striker by nature, but he doesn't shy away from looking for the takedowns. He has shown a tendency to give his neck when he shoots, so he's got to be careful with the guillotine. And here is his opponent, Li Gangqiang. This Yunnan boy is only 19 years old, another 19-year-old. We know very little about this fighter, but we know his team very well. Recently, they have showcased not just their elite level striking, and I'm telling you, when I say elite, we're talking about top-notch. A lot of the guys that come out of that team have been national Sanda champions. Even the main eventer for tonight, Wang Qi, started his MMA career there at Kunli Junlong. But recently, they've also showcased their amazing wrestling and even submission game, especially their submission defense. We saw his teammate Aping Shala just survive ruthless, non-stop submission attempts after, non-stop against the Kazakh fighter when they fought there in Yunnan. Anyway, they have some stars in JCK from that same team and also some champions in other local organizations. I'm very excited to see what this kid brings to the table.
You see JCK All-Star Xiang Guangwei in his corner. Win or lose, Kunli Junlong fighters always bring the fight to their opponent.
全场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级私人巡位赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺，蓝方选手身高183公分，臂展190厘米，体重71.40公斤，年龄19岁，来自于北京方正自由人俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2胜1负。那么今天晚上他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是坏小子哈德斯阿勒别克。本场比赛，红方选手身高174公分，臂展175厘米，体重70.80公斤，年龄19岁，来自于云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的红方选手李刚强。本场比赛场上裁判张永新。
快走！listen to my father order， 动画谁 ？OK， 来，选，靠后，快。
Here we go.
In the blue corner, Hadase, and in the red, Li Gangqiang. Ooh, nice kick there.
Opens up with a mid-level kick. You can see, don't you see what he did? Like, Hadase just looks bigger.
He's very big for this division, you're right, Vaughn.
These guys got physical at the weigh-in yesterday. Hadase pushed Li Gangqiang and he caught some air. I believe that Hadase is the more powerful of the two.
Yeah, you'll see he's very willing to mix it up. Oh, he eats a big right hand. Another right hand there. Fantastic. Lands from Li.
Fantastic work from Li. Beautiful level change.
I'm telling you, like,
failed that takedown.
That team has shown really good takedown defense recently.
Nice body shot from Li.
And this is what I told you. Hadase is very aggressive, very athletic and aggressive, but he does look a little bit stiff. And I feel like the speed advantage is visibly in the favor of Li Gangqiang.
Li scoring with an inside low kick. There is a 15-centimeter reach advantage.
Oh, nice jab.
Hadase.
Oh, he catches him with a nice right on the exit. You see that, Vaughn? Beautiful right at the end of that exchange from Li.
He's beating the striking champion at his own game so far in this round.
Yeah, I told him when we spoke about Hadase, I told him he's very athletic and super tough. You know, how much of these strikes can he eat, but also how much of the physicality can Li weather, and can he just stop this storm that is Hadase. You see, Hadase standing very flat-footed, very strong. And Lee just picking apart, in and out, moving, changing the angles left and right. Look how much he moves the angles, not standing in front of the more physical opponent. Oh, he goes straight into that.
Good timing from Hadasseh, and he finally gets that takedown. But Li Gangqiang is back to his feet quickly, and they keep swapping blows.
Beautifully done here by Li Gangqiang.
What an exciting first round.
And I told you, Hadasseh is very willing to shoot for the takedown, even though he's a Sanda specialist. There he goes again.
An action-packed first round. We'll have a short rest, and we'll go right into round 2.
各位，不着急，杠的不要坐着，杠的走哈，杠的，对，不要着急，听听那个，你不要心急，现在稳住点就得了，跟你。
Look at this highlights. That beautiful body shot there from Lee. But how tough is Hadasseh? He's ate some clean shots. He just keeps trucking forward. And I'm telling you, you can't take many of those punches from Hadasseh. He hasn't landed clean. But Lee needs to be careful, and he needs to stay away from the wrestling, from the bigger, more physical opponent. Who you got for the first round, Vaughn?
Hard to say. Actually, I think Li Gangqiang won that round.
Me too. I also think so. But obviously, tonight we're having bad luck with our choices of results and the way the judges see the fights.
I can say that I don't agree with the judges' score in that opening round.
Me too.
But that was the guy that I picked would win, so I'm still good.
All right, let's see. I like how Lee's moving, man. He's so fast. Look how Lee's faking. He's playing around. Faking, moving. And Lee has some big sparring opponents. He's got Apinshala, who's at 66, not much smaller than this. And Apinshala's quite a very similar style to Hadasseh, this kind of pressure in your face, stoic style. So very good sparring to prepare for Hadasseh. Lee has back at home every day. Oh, but he eats.
Hard punch from Hadasseh that rocks Li Gangqiang backwards.
Hadasseh just so powerful. Only 19 years old. We hear the corner of Lee very vocal, whereas the corner of Hadasseh is not saying too much. Beating each other out. Referee asking him to work. Nice little liver kick there on the exit.
Li Gangqiang, very focused. Look at the eye contact. I'm a huge fan of that team. A beautiful flurry there from Hadasseh.
Yeah, Hadasseh tagged him once, but Li Gang was throwing back and just missing. And this fight feels like any punch could be the end either way. Both these fighters, I'm literally sitting on the edge of my seat. It feels like, oh, look at that short little left hook. Hadasseh tags Li Gangqiang with a nice little short left hook. Hadasseh does have a habit to leave his chin up pretty high, and he leans back for a lot of his defense.
Calls for action from the referee. Huge punches there from Li Gangqiang, finding the mark.
Look at the head movement of Li Gangqiang, rolling left and right a lot. Hands up high. Hadasseh, same position, not moving much, standing very still. A nice low kick. Ooh, big low kick again. Oh, he tags him.
Both fighters swapping bombs and finding the mark. A Hail Mary there from Hadasseh, falls short. Fantastic balance displayed by Li Gangqiang, and he stays on his feet.
Cat-like balance from Li Gangqiang.
On my card, it's 2 rounds to none for the Kunli Zhenlong representative Li Gangqiang.
I absolutely agree with you,
我听我说啊，听着就行了啊！哎，听着。后来即是扔，这回合再控球来
打完了他反击，你抱腿啊！
你垫了，你别
抱腿啊，哈德斯！这回合拼一
Looking
下。
now at some of the highlights from that second round. There's a stiff right hand from Hadassah. Both fighters swapping bombs, and Hadassah gets tagged there, but then he answers.
Yeah, but look at how Li Gangqiang moves, like so much time when he throws. Look how his head moves left to right. So much head movement when he's in the pocket there. Hadassah himself just so powerful and overbearing, very, very athletic. This 19-year-old from Yili in Xinjiang. You got to think the winner of this round is going to have a much easier fight in the final, right, Vaughn? Got to go into the final as the favorite. Both these guys putting on much more pro-like fights.
Well, in both the opening round and this second round, it has been a striking contest for the most part. So we can expect...
Oh, beautiful cross right on the button. Stuns Hadassah, but he doesn't go down. How tough is this kid, Vaughn? That was an absolute bomb right on the chin. Nice body kick as well. Now Hadassah is looking to wrestle. But look at Li Gangqiang refusing to let him stabilize those grips to take him down. Ooh, another left hook. How tough is Hadassah? He's been eating some bombs and he just presses forward, soldiers through it all. He gets another right hand.
Hadassah needs to get a little bit reckless here. He's got to be down on the scorecards. Li Gangqiang playing safe. He knows he must be up on the scorecard, reserving himself for the finals.
And he's doing very good. He's picking and moving and picking and moving. He should stay away from the power of Hadassah, because I think that even now with a slightly beat up and tired Hadassah, he's got so much power. Look at the size of him for this division. Hands up high.
Nice counter from Li Gangqiang.
And they're both just off the mark there, but trying to put each other to sleep.
Clock is ticking down. Hadassah really needs to make a move if he wants to advance. I'm sure Li Gangqiang has done enough to win this fight. Oh, a beautiful kick. And Li Gangqiang just comes right back.
Good fight. What an amazing performance by these two guys in a four-man tournament. This is called a guy, what do you call this? Debut and amateur fighters going pro, man, but it doesn't look like at all. It was a really good performance by both these 19-year-old fighters. What I loved about this fight is it felt like at any moment it could end, because they both threw with such crisp and a heavy strike that it felt like at any moment it could be the end of the fight. And that is a sign of a really good, exciting matchup. That's what we want as fans.
The winner of this match goes on to fight Ma Ji Ti. in the finals later tonight. And whoever it is, Ma GT has his hands full. Both these guys are amazing strikers.
Yeah, and good wrestling defense.
快走！
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29-28。2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29-28。3号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判分歧判定，红方胜。The winner by split decision, win by point, presenting China. The right corner, Li Gangcheng.
要给动作了，要给上了，比赛全输了。JCK 战绝城的雏量级王者地位。哇！简直不敢相信！我的天哪！不敢相信！
我就要告诉自己，一定要终结这场比赛。
来自内蒙古的铁骑独立队，
来自于草原的蒙古战士再次向自己的梦想发起了最后冲击。
让我站在这里，永远翻不过这座大山。
欢迎回来，所有现场以及正在收看比赛直播的观众朋友们，您现在正在收看到的是 JCK 战绝城绝城之夜 N86的比赛直播。那么接下来马上开启我们今天晚上复赛环节的比赛，这是一场银量级的交锋，曲比罗华对阵银次急牛理发，奋勇向前，百折不挠。
Here we go. Now it's time for the third fight of the evening. This bout is in the flyweight division. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Chubi Luohua, hailing from Sichuan. He is a kickboxer now training at Wrestling Heavy Tuowu Fight Club in Guangdong. At just 21 years of age, Chubi Luohua is an accomplished striker with some titles in that discipline. Working now on his wrestling in Guangdong at Tuowu Fight Club under the careful tutelage of Peng Shui-Wen. It will be interesting to see what Chubi Luohua brings to this, his JCK debut. He is, of course, from Daliangshan in Sichuan province, as is his opponent tonight. This has become a new hotbed of MMA talent here inside China.
You're right. Well, I visited that gym about a year and a half ago, and they train really hard there. And if we can talk a little bit about his coach and the founder of that gym, Peng Shui-Wen, he's famous for his suplex. He is so good at suplexing people, they actually banned the suplex in the organization where he was fighting. But what impressed me the most about Peng Shui-Wen is he's a wrestler by nature, like historically, but his striking and pad holding is phenomenal. Jinyu Li Fa from the red corner is only 19 years old, and this fight could be the battle of the Yi ethnic group because these guys were fired up at the weigh-ins. We have often seen some of the most exciting fights being when two guys are from the same region, but they fight each other out of two different camps. And it's like they're trying to prove who is the better guy from that region, all for honor and pride. Jinyu Li Fa has had 2 fights here at JCK, and you got to think that he has the home ground advantage with the extra experience here under the JCK banner. He also trains at a pretty big team, Ashira Kings in Chengdu. You know some of the guys from Ashira Kings, Vaughn?
Well, what I do know is that Asura Kings has recently lost their head coach, Chun Rei, so that may affect the performance of the fighters. We'll find out soon enough. 2 Asura Kings fighters are fighting tonight. This is the first representative from that Chengdu club, Jinyu Li Fa. I don't know much about Chubi Luohua, but I do know that Jinyu Li Fa is an exciting fighter to watch. And you know, the closer the fighters are, the harder they fight.
He has had a
Looking now at the tail of the tape, same reach, same height, same hometown. We'll find out soon what makes these 2 fighters different.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银量级的复赛争夺，来往选手身高168公分，臂展170厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄21岁，来自于中山特务格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜。那么今天晚上杀的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手曲比罗华。本场比赛，红方选手身高168公分，臂展170厘米，体重57.30公斤，年龄19岁，来自于成都阿修罗拳王战队 MMA 综合格斗战绩7战6胜1负 ，JCK 战决城战绩2战1胜1负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手银次金条李发。本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
And we're off in the blue corner, Chubi Luohua, and in the red, Jinyu Li Fa.
Chubi Luohua in the southpaw stance.
Chubi Luohua, I met him in the elevator and I asked him, have you guys trained together, you know each other? And believe it or not, even in such a small MMA community, they have never trained or met before.
Do you believe what the stats tell us, that they are the same height with the same reach? It does not look that way.
It does look like Chubi Luohua looks quite thicker, you know.
But I kind of get the feeling that Jinyu Li Fa might have the reach advantage, and he looks a little bit taller, don't you think? Maybe it's the haircut.
I think
there's a good left kick to the liver area from Chubi Luohua.
Yeah, Chubi Luohua does have a longer body frame, you know, so his legs look a little bit shorter. Could be body type as well. Ooh,
massive
nice
overhand, followed up by a second one from Chubi Luohua, looking to get this fight to the ground.
Nice body wrench there. Gut wrench. Now he's trapped that arm. That's really strong grip over there.
Beautiful work from Chubi Luohua to get the fight to the ground. He's threatening the back now.
He rolls over. He's still got the back. He's got one hook in. He's got the second hook. Look at, he's already got that arm trapped. He's going to fish for that rear naked very soon.
This is not a tournament fight. That means each round is 5 minutes. Plenty of time still for Chubi Luohua to work for that submission.
And don't forget, their coach has so much MMA experience. I've rolled with some of these guys. They're not useless on the ground. They do attack and they do look for submissions.
So far, Genio Lifa has done well to defend against the submissions.
And Genio Lifa is doing it right. So the attacking arm is Chubi Luohua's left hand, but he's actually lying on his right shoulder. So even if Chubi Luohua starts to sink in that arm, which he's holding on very tight, not allowing him to get the attacking arm out, he still cinches up the bottom hand, making it very difficult for him to tighten up the rear naked. Unless Chubi Luohua can do a one-arm rear naked choke, this is exactly what you want to do. He's doing the right technical advance. Oh, but those, some of the hammer fists look a little bit to the back of the head. Genio Lifa just holding on tightly, holding the gloves, not allowing Chubi Luohua to play more submissions and look for that rear naked choke.
Genio Lifa doing well to just kind of run down the clock here. It doesn't seem like he's taking any risks. I wonder if the referee will stand them up. This is a bit of a stalemate.
Yeah, it's tough. How do you stand someone up when he's got back control? And, you know, the referee himself, he is a BJJ practitioner, has a brown belt. He knows exactly what's going on there. Oh, it looks like he's starting to set up a twister here. Wouldn't that be cool? However, I believe maybe twisters are not legal.
He's going for the twister. Thank God he didn't get it, because it's a foul here in JCK. Genio Lifa is able to pop out of that back control, and he's on top now in side control position. Still over a minute remaining in this first round.
Small little hammer fist there from Genio Lifa on top. If he rides out the next minute in this position, it really is a tough round to score. Oh, looks like he's going to get reversed. No. Now, oh, he's almost sunk in the rear naked choke there from standing position.
Fantastic action in this opening round. Both fighters back to their feet. Genio Lifa's back is pressed against the corner post.
Chubi Luohua doing really good there with the head control. Look how he pushes his forehead and the back of his head in the chin of Genio Lifa, making it very uncomfortable and also breaking his posture, which makes him a lot weaker in his defense. Small things like this really add up. That deep underhook on the right side, how his grip fighting with his left, mixing up with the short punches and the knees. Very mature wall fighting technique there, shown by Chubi Luohua.
That was an exciting first round, Woody. I can't wait to watch more of this fight. Got to give it to Chubi Luohua. What do you say, Woody?
Tough to say. Yes, actually, especially how he ended the round. He came up and he got that wall control, and he did ride the back for almost a minute.
Let's look at some of the replays. There's how the fight got to the ground in the first place. Fantastic defense shown by Genio Lifa here.
A few questionable hammer fists there to the maybe back of the head there.
Ready? Fight!
A touch of gloves. Remember, Chubi Luohua is in the southpaw stance.
He comes out with faking some kicks. Both of them, a lot of movement, a lot of faking. Lifa does some of his own. Oh, nice body kick. Almost clean to the liver. That's always the advantage.
Fantastic takedown now from Genio Lifa.
We see here the defense from Tibor.
Beautiful work to get the fight to the ground and a beautiful reaction to get back to his feet.
Tibor Luohua is really, really well-rounded. And look at the breaths now from Genio Lifa. Deep breaths from him now. But he was working there, he was engaging. Almost finished that. Oh, beautiful. Right cross followed by left hook. See how he switched stances? He's in southpaw, goes to orthodox, back and forth between southpaw and orthodox. Now we see him back in the southpaw stance. How long before he goes for that body kick again?
Beautiful. There it is. Oh!
Oh, he tags him.
Chubi Luohua drops Genio Lifa. Genio Lifa ends up on top now inside the guard of Chubi Luohua.
He literally fell back against the cage and bounced off the cage into a nice takedown. What a back and forth matchup this is, Vaughn. Very active, both these fighters. Now we see the guard of Chibi Luohua hitting the ribs and the liver area there. Is he going to open his guard and try to look for a submission or try to get up? Or is he happy to hang out here for the rest of the round? Genio Lifa very smart, taking his time. I think he's taking his time to let his head clear a little bit after he got rocked a bit. Got a very good position, nice control position. He can hang out of here, get those cobwebs out of his brain, and once he's cleared up, go back to attacking.
Chubi Luohua threatens with an armbar. Genio Lifa pops out of it, passes the guard, and there's a scramble. Now it's Chubi Luohua looking for the choke.
Take a choke from. It looks like he's got his chin in it, but he might actually just squeeze here.
Plenty of time now to finish this choke. Fantastic defense from Genio Lifa.
Beautifully done here by the red corner, Genio Lifa. But also just as amazing was Chibi Luohua, how fast he pops up and just smacks on that rear naked choke attempt.
An action-packed fight. I could watch these guys fight all night long.
And it's dangerous everywhere. They're going for it on the ground, they're going for it on the feet. Kicks, punches, well-rounded, both these young fighters.
And I don't see a major advantage in any department. We saw Chubi Luohua threaten with a takedown and submissions. Then we saw Genio Lifa do the same on the feet. They've both hurt each other. Oh, he's a very well-balanced matchup.
Yeah, Genio Lifa ends with a very nice left hook that rocks Chibu a little bit. Oh, those body kicks seem to get some reaction out of Genio Lifa. Something that Chibi Luohua probably wants to go back to. Genio Lifa really respecting the kicks. Both these guys taking deep breaths right now here in the later minute, the last of the second round.
Final 20 seconds of this second round.
Another body kick. Oh, tags him with a cross, ends with a hook. Genio Lifa throws back some poison of his own.
There's a nice left hook from the switch stance of Chubi Luohua. This will go into the third round.
What a back and forth. You see, it's fights like these that I really am happy that I get to call the fight and I don't have to judge it. Who do you have?
I give the second round to Chubi Luohua and the first to Jinio Lifa. So it comes down, if I'm scoring the fight, it comes down to
the first round to Jinio Lifa? I give the first round.
No, the other way around, sorry. Chubi Luohua won the first round on my scorecard. Jinio Lifa won this last round. So it comes down to this third round.
I'm with you on that, but it feels like every time I've been with you tonight, the judges have seen things slightly different.
Final round. Will we see the first finish of the night?
Yeah, it's not like these guys have not been trying. They are really gunning it.
Ready? Fight!
Chubi Luohua back in the southpaw stance.
He's been having good success with that body kick, that roundhouse body kick to the liver area. See how he's faking it. Now he switches back to orthodox.
Back to southpaw. There's the kick toward the hip, though a little bit higher is where he needs to aim it. Jinio Lifa.
He's had a lot of success with that third punch in that combination. Does a 1-2 and then ends with either a left hook or a left straight punch. And it feels like Chibu Luohua is he's like thinking that the combination is finished, and every time Jinio Lifa is just surprising with one more punch.
It only would take one. You can see the power in Chubi Luohua's punches. If one of those finds the chin, it's going to be lights out for Jinio Lifa.
3 consecutive liver kicks there, being covered up by the arm of Jinio Lifa, but it still hurts. So far in the third and final round, neither one of these guys attempted to get the fight to the ground. No takedown attempts, or even faking for a takedown. Oh,
nice counter left hook from Jinio Lifa. Chubi Luohua again working the liver area with that left kick. Jinio Lifa dives for the legs, gets the takedown, but what can he do with it?
Now in the closed guard of Chubi Luohua, we saw Chubi Luohua attempt an armbar earlier and then managed to use that to escape from this position. Will he try to do the same?
Jinio Lifa content just to pressure down. Will the referee stand them up?
对，你爸要动啊，动起来，压住他，对对，不要让他顶龙枕，把他从龙这边挪开，把他从龙这边顶出来，不让他蹬龙枕，不要让他动着往旁边挪。对，打身体，你爸打打身体，打打头，换着来。
Yeah, we see Jennifer finally posturing up. This is the same thing he did last time. He controlled for a while, got some control time, catches his breath, and now he's starting to posture up, looking for some damage. But this is exactly what Chubi Luohua was looking for before he shuffled that armbar. Chubi Luohua has got to be a little bit more urgent, in my opinion. He might be, you know, this round might be edging away from him if he's content to stay here. And Jinio Lifa is not doing anything wrong, holding on, doing a little bit of damage, taking control time. He doesn't need to do significant damage, just enough to win the round, in my opinion.
Well, one observation I have made over the years calling these JCK fights is the referees here allow for stagnant ground action to continue. So holding the fighter down is a strategy that works well in JCK. You know, regardless of how much damage there is, if you're on top for 5 minutes,
the chances are the round goes to you.
对对，他打不动你，你打他，你是上面优势呢，控制他，打头，撑起来，腿撑起来，打中的。
45 seconds left.
压住。没事。小拳，打对，打头。小拳。做不了身体翻脚，做不了头式翻脚。
30 seconds in this third and final round. There he starts fishing in the butterfly hook. He's going to look for a butterfly sweep to the side. Yes, he attempted, but didn't commit to it too much.
Genio Lifa on top, inside the close guard of Chubi Lofa, right in his own corner. Final seconds. Now we see some aggression from Genio Lifa.
An exchange of blows in the last few seconds on the grounded opponent from the close guard.
I believe Genio Lifa will have won this match.
Very, very closely contested. Arguably the closest fight we've seen tonight. So I'm too nervous to make a call.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28比29 ，Judge number 1 22-29；2号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 2 27-30；3号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。The winner by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, 区比罗华。接下来，让我们掌声有请颁奖嘉宾，蒙古国格斗业的缔造者之一，前亚太及世界 MMA 综合格斗冠军，蒙古国国宝级的传奇，蒙古国 MMA 联盟 MGL1 的联合创始人。加丹巴纳勒汤嘎。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手，谢谢 ，Thank you。那么原定于今天晚上的另外一场重量级的复赛呢，胡兰巴塔尔利对阵来自于蒙古国的蒙克吉日嘎拉的比赛。由于红方选手蒙克吉日嘎拉赛前的意外受伤，所以比赛取消。接下来将会开启今晚的正赛。在 JCK 战绝城的赛场上，选手们在激烈的对决中追逐每一次机会，迎接每一次挑战。头条主赛，平头哥王琦
天晚上我将用我的双拳，让你感受到中国人的热情，让你感受到中国力量。
对阵蒙古国摔跤悍将图拉那么难巴雅。
За ингээд жиндээ сайхан орлоо. Тэгээд галзуу сайхан тулаад үзгээе.
联合主赛，野豹斯伊木克托和达红。
3班的欢迎来到中国，让我们在场上展现一场精彩的比赛。
与奥特根苏荣苏赫巴图展开激烈交锋。沙买提沙纳提对阵哈萨克斯坦选手塔利哈尔第二将奥什武勒迎战一西赤烈。他们用行动诠释真正的勇士精神，最终只有意志坚定的战士才能在这个血与汗交织的擂台上脱颖而出。
Vaughn, I'm pretty excited about the rest of the card. We're going to the main event tonight.
Well, Woody, we still have these 4 great matchups on deck for tonight's event. And of course, the one-night 4-man lightweight tournament final is coming up too.
Here we see some of the action between Seimuke and Tedan Rang-e in that battle between the tall and lanky fighters. This fight was a back-and-forth war, and we got to see all the aspects of their games. Aggressive striking, constant action, and looking for the finishes on the ground.
Facing Seimuke in his JCK debut is this man, Suckback from Mongolia. His only loss, a split decision. He predicts a rear naked choke victory before the end of round 2.
A look now at the honey badger himself, Wang Qi. This elite level striker made his debut in JCK lightweight division against Wang Hesong on the feet. It was exciting, but Wang Qi surprised everyone and took the fight to the ground, where he dominated the decision win.
Namnan Bayer, the reigning MLG1 lightweight champ, makes his JCK debut as a main eventer. He believes Wang Qi has strong attacks, but doesn't have good defense, which Namnan Bayer plans to expose tonight.
Well, I'm really excited about that. And of course, we also have the semi-finals, the finals of that 4-man tournament, which I'm pretty eager to see.
由于红方选手奥什武勒赛前超重，本场比赛必须以终结的方式才能获得比赛胜利。蓝方选手伊西赤烈来自于成都阿修罗拳王战队，地面技术出色，目前急需一场胜利来重拾自信。他的对手奥什武勒来自于一格斗综合格斗俱乐部，地面同样出色。那么今天晚上伊西赤烈能否破局，破釜沉舟，力挽狂澜？
我叫奥什武勒，来自美丽的四川大凉山。
一起赤烈！
这次的备战状态特别好，摔跤、柔术各方面我已经够用。
没有了解过，我打比赛以来从来都没有了解过对手，我只要把我自己做好就行了。
那么这场比赛对于伊西赤烈来说呀，是急于重回胜利之路的一场重要对决。
虽然这决输了，但是让我学到了很多东西，我会越战越勇。
我想最好的结果就是 KO 吧。
这次打牌就是我的正义之战。
我这个人什么都差，就是最不差的就是自信。
可以说是这些选手都是在冲爆方面真的具有这种坦克型装甲车型，敢于突然直接撞进去。
是像小型的装甲车一般，直接是来到这个位置提拉。
我说，伊西赤烈再一次的加紧，抓住了标志性的地面砸击，
非常的恐怖。
对于177来说呢，自己的拳法呢也是一次一次的命中向光尾，双方在不停的拼拳，不停的换拳。
Now it's time for the fourth fight of the evening. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's JCK, aka Little Tibet, hailing from the Xinjiang region of China. This ethnic Tibetan is 25 years of age, now living and training in Chengdu at Asura Kings Fight Club. JCK's team, Asura Kings Fight Club, said goodbye to their head coach, Chun Ray, recently. This concerns me. Little Tibet already can't get much worse than his current 0-5 record inside the JCK cage. He does have 3 wins though, and at least 2 were submissions. He does look well conditioned as well. I think though, he's got a tough matchup tonight, but also nothing to lose. Will we see a reckless JCK tonight? I am sure his opponent, Wu is going to bring the fight to Little Tibet. JCK has nothing to lose and an aggressive opponent. We could be in for a real slugfest tonight.
Yeah, and at the weigh-ins, he looked very fired up. He's in really good shape, and he also has, he has a physical size advantage. He's quite a lot taller than his opponent, which is shocking because his opponent missed weight, and that shows to me that he's really prepared for this fight and very fired up. And he says this fight is the turning point of his career. JCK stepping into the cage. There he is, walking out to a cool ethnic song, Wu. This 21-year-old fought in October, and he showed what a savage he is. Although he got doctor point for missing weight in his last fight, and he absolutely cleaned out his opponent, Huang Zhiwei, who arguably lost all 3 rounds, possibly even 10-8 rounds. He lost that fight because he didn't get the finish. Kudos to Huang for surviving the beatdown and winning because of an overweight Wu, but he couldn't finish him. However, Wu didn't learn his lesson, Vaughn. He missed weight again, and tonight he's fighting under the same stipulations. If he wants to be the winner, he not only needs to win every round, but he actually needs to get the finish, either by submission, KO, or TKO. He must finish JCK to leave JCK the winner tonight. This is special rules here at JCK. If you miss weight, they really punish you hard. I'm all for it. It makes the action, and it takes away the advantage that people who don't make weight get. And
I'm a huge fan of Wu. His fight style is so entertaining. It's unfortunate that he misses weight, and it's crazy too because he's so short.
Bro, he's 158 centimeters. Maybe the shortest fighter on the whole JCK roster. I would be very confident to say that. And when they stand next to each other, it's hard to believe he's the one who missed weight.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we see Little Tibet will enjoy a 12-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银量级的比赛争夺，栏目选手身高170公分，臂展167厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄25岁，来自于成都阿修罗拳王战队 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩18战13胜5负。 他就是来自于中国的南方选手小西藏JCK。 本场比赛，红方选手身高158公分，臂展162厘米，体重58.20公斤，年龄21岁，来自于一格斗怪兽综合格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩4战3胜1负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩2战1胜1负，他就是小坦克奥什乌勒。本场比赛场上裁判白云峰。
Fighter. Use your finger, no problem, no by the hand. Top class. 后拳头。Left corner. Judge. Time. Ready? Fight!
一系之烈 in the blue corner and 奥什乌勒 in the red.
Remember, fans watching at home, Ausha Ula missed weight by over a kilogram, which means under JCK rules, he can only win if he finishes Yishi Chilie tonight. All the pressure on Ausha Ula. So far, a cautious start to this fight. Ausha Ula going for the legs, gets the takedown early.
And we know he loves ground and pound, ruthless ground and pound from Ausha Ula. See Shishilier, he's got that forearm in the neck, making space. But a stocky, heavy opponent here.
Looking
on top of
for that triangle from the bottom is Little Tibet, Yishi Chilie.
Looks like he's looking to dig out the other side, but he can't with that overhook. Ausha Ula having that far side underhook, which is not optimal actually if you're in the open guard. You don't want to commit your arm that much. Oh, he's looking for a triangle, a guillotine. He's going for a guillotine here, Vaughn.
He can finish it from this position. He's going to flip him over perhaps. Great defense from Yishi Chilie. Out of danger for now. But Ausha Ula is on him like glue. There's a stiff elbow from Little Tibet.
Short little stiff elbow. Hands up.
They disengage and separate. This is where I believe Yishi Chilie has an advantage.
Nice side kick there from Ausha Ula.
There's a nice overhand from Ausha Ula.
Yeah, Ausha Ula, because a lot of times when you fight shorter fighters, you really don't see those overhand coming just because it's out of your line of sight. They drop their heads and you just don't expect that overhand coming. Does it again, goes back to that. I'm telling you, this is one of the biggest punches that shorter guys can throw at their opponents. I believe you would know more about that, Vaughn.
I'm a huge fan of the overhand myself. Used it several times throughout my career before I retired. It's a very powerful punch, and it can get a little bit more distance than a traditional cross. Oh, heavy overhand again from Ausha Ula.
Thudding, just missed the chin, hits right on the neck. But so, again. And then
looking for the single leg. Great balance from Yishi Chilie.
Look at the power of Ausha Ula and at the cat-like balance of Yishi Chilie. And oh, nice kick there. We saw Ausha Ula, he didn't enjoy that. Yishi Chilie not allowing Ausha Ula to stabilize for too long. Constantly threatening. Now he's going for a triangle. Can he grab his own chin? He's got to try to push him down. Now he needs to lock up. Yes. Going for an armbar here.
Armbar, perhaps. He needs to get that leg over the other side of Ausha Ula's head, though.
Yeah, he's trying to mix in with the triangle as well.
If he readjusts, he could get this.
Yes, this triangle is starting to cinch in. Now he goes for the armbar.
This is a bad spot for Ausche-Ule.
Now he's going for it. Just misses.
A narrow, close call there for Ausche-Ule. That armbar looked tight.
Yeah, and it felt like he was even lifting his hand, getting ready to tap for a moment. Back to the triangle.
This is a dangerous position. Ausche-Ule really needs to be pulling his head up, not pushing it down. And he's just, he's just so thick in the shoulders. It's really hard for Ishii-Chelie to tighten up that triangle.
He should try to reach his own shin here, not the head. He should pull on that shin. He can reset it even deeper instead of grabbing the toes there.
He is getting it deeper though.
It's starting to look like it's a problem. He might be going, he's going for the armbar at the same time.
Final seconds of this opening round.
What a nice back and forth. Ausche-Ule gets up, smiles, walks over to, it makes me think of a little pit bull.
There's something wrong with Ishii-Chelie.
坐，快！这个你知道吗？这个是单举的，是的。这个是单举的，这个你知道吗？你捋一捋啊。
Let's take a look at the replays. Ausche-Ule is doing the right thing, trying to get this fight on the ground where he's strongest.
Look at this chain. He's in the bottom, he rolls over. He has so much power, Ausche-Ule. Insane power here from the short, stocky fighter. But actually, I was really impressed by Ishii-Chelie. Like, he's in shape, man. He's really in shape.
Let's see how his health is. He looked in trouble. Look at the way he's walking, Woody. There's something wrong with his
knee.
Something.
Lucky for him, his opponent's feet are wet and the referee is stepping in. Is it? Fight! Looks like he's very fatigued.
I believe there's something wrong with his right leg. He just needs to survive for another 10 minutes. No matter how much damage he takes, as long as he doesn't tap or fall asleep, or the referee calls a TKO, he will win this match.
And sometimes if you go for those triangles, you can pop out your own knee, actually.
Beautifully timed level change, hidden behind an overhand. Good work from Ausche-Ule to get this fight to the ground.
A short little hammer first here from Ausche-Ule. And not only do they deduct a point and make him say he needs to finish this fight via submission or TKO, KO, but half his purse is a guarantee to go to the opponent. JCK really punishing people who don't make weight. I'm a big fan of that. I like it when they enforce these rules. You know, even if you have a good excuse, if you want your opponent to accept the fight and you didn't make weight, I think you should be punished severely for it. What are your thoughts on that, Vaughn? Is 50% too much?
Right now, my focus is on the ground and pound action here. Ausche-Ule dishing out some heavy punishment to an injured Little to bet. Now he's got the mount. This is bad, but fantastic work from Ishii-Chelie to get out of this bad position. But it's not over yet. Ausche-Ule continues his onslaught.
Yeah, he got out, he was on top, and he just paused for a while. He just stayed there on his knees and allowed Ausche-Ule just to push him over.
Ausche-Ule has dominant performances, but he's at times incapable of finishing, and that's really what he needs to win this fight. So he really needs to think about submissions perhaps. You know, when you're going for ground and pound and you don't have a solid control, it's not easy to finish the fight, you know what I mean?
And
you can score a lot of points, but you can't finish, and that's all he needs to focus on, is finding a way to finish this fight.
Yeah, it feels like his submission game isn't as good as Ishishile. Ishishile has been defending very well. But I wonder how bad. Do you think that the corner of Ashula knows that Ishishile's knee might be compromised? 2 minutes left. Starting to look.
What is the strategy here? What is the strategy of Aosha Ulu? He's in a dominant position, he's scoring points, but points don't matter. What does he need to do to get the finish?
If he can TKO him here, we know that the refs will stop the fight if there are a lot of unanswered punches.
But for that to happen, he needs to secure a solid position where legs and arms are not able to defend from the strikes.
Yeah, and he's not passing the guard here. Ishishile is covering up almost all the damage that Aosha is throwing his way. Dominant in the second round though, very dominant from Aosha. 55 seconds left.
I'm a little concerned about Aosha Ulu's strategy. He can, you know, he can really dominate and he can score a lot of points, but if you can't finish, you know, and what can he do? Well, if he's going to move up to bantamweight, he's already giving up 12-centimeter reach advantage here at flyweight. He's just got to eat a carrot and lose some weight.
You're right, he's got to eat a carrot. And it's not like he's shredded and lost every ounce of fat. You know, he's definitely got.
He looks well fed, that's for sure.
There we go. He definitely can do a little bit more effort on his diet and try to make it. But if he doesn't finish Ishishile here, he's got to reconsider his career. Look at Ishishile, just exhausted.
How is he? His mobility looks like he's in better shape at the end of this round than he was at the end of the first round.
Man, I'd love to be in that corner and find out what's going on, because he just looks like a different guy from the first round. It's like he's a different fighter in round 2 than he was in round 1. Something definitely happened. Here we see some of those highlights. So much ground and pound. You know, you're asking, what can Aosha Ulu do? Well, he's been grounding, pounding, trying to do a lot of damage. Maybe his strategy is to tire out Ishishile and see if he can finish him in the 3rd and final round.
Second out. Pingar. Ready? Ready? Fight!
Not a positive sight that Ishishile with his hands on his knees going into the 3rd round. He looks absolutely exhausted.
Remember though, all he has to do is survive this round to win.
Aosha Ulu looking like he's trying to lull him into something and going to surprise him. That leg doesn't look good when he puts it back down. He wobbles.
What on earth is Aosha Ulu thinking? He's got less than 5 minutes to finish Ishishile.
Ishishile must be so happy with this.
He hasn't thrown a single punch yet.
Huge hammer fist they've thrown. This is exactly what Ishishile wants. A big back fist. What do you do when you're in Aosha Ulu's corner? He's shouting at him.
Aosha Ulu's corner knows what to do. He's screaming frantically to get the pace pushed.
Going back to half guard is Ishishile.
This knee shield worked well for Ishii Chilier in the last round. Now he's closing his full guard. How, Aosha Wu, are you going to win this fight? Not this way.
There's just not enough damage here. This is the preferred way that he fights, but needs to get up, open this guard. 3 minutes left.
Peppering punches from Aosha Wu. Ishii Chilier keeping the distance tight, making sure there's no space for Aosha Wu to wind up on heavy punches that might end.
Now he's going for the triangle the other side. He's setting up. This is much tighter. This is right on the ankle. This is a problem. And he goes for the armbar as well.
Oh, fantastic work from Aosha Wu to kind of loosen that triangle. But this mounted triangle is tough to escape. Fantastic work from Aosha Wu. Fantastic defense, but defense is not what he needs. He needs attack. Full mount now. The hard part, though, is from this position when he postures up. Is he going to be able to maintain the mount?
He's so happy. Look at that. He doesn't fight to maintain. He likes to be in half guard. He chooses to let go of the full mount, goes back to half guard. Maybe he's scared of Ishii Chilier's recovering, but it doesn't make sense. And look at the toughness of Ishii Chilier. He's obviously fighting something else at the same time, because he does not look the same in rounds 2 and 3 as he did in round 1, but still hanging in there, knowing all he must do is survive. 1 minute 20 seconds. You called it. All he needs to do is survive 10 minutes. He's almost at 9.
The strategy from Aosha Wu needs to change quickly. Just over a minute remaining in this fight, and that's all the time Aosha Wu has left to finish. Little to bet.
You know, Aosha Wu is so strong. He could do some rampage Jackson like big body slams. He's so strong. I don't know why he's hanging around in Chilier's guard. He's shown how easy he can pass it. His corner is shouting at him, telling him to work.
Heavy punches now from Aosha Wu. The clock is ticking. Under 30 seconds remaining in this fight. Look at this, patting the face of Ishii Chilier. Are you joking? How on earth do you expect the fight to stop that way?
10 seconds. Some showmanship here.
The clock runs down. Ishii Chilier will win by default as Aosha Wu is unable to get the finish, which is the requirements since he missed weight by over 1 kilogram.
Aosha Wu jumps on the cage wall. Buddy, you should have used that energy to do some road work and make weight. Somebody should have a talk to this kid about his career plans. This is the second fight in a row that exactly the same thing has happened. This was a beautiful wrestling chain here by Aosha Wu. There's that big overhand from the shorter fighter.
Ishii Chilier had his moments in this fight too. Very close triangle twice. That armbar looked tight as well. But Aosha Wu outpointed him in every round. Just a pity that points don't count in this matchup. Sabotaging his own success, Aosha Wu needs to go for a jog, needs to control his diet, needs to make 57 kilos in his next performance, or he'll probably be forced to fight at bantamweight.
Fighter。
接下来宣布比赛结果。由于本场比赛红方选手小坦克奥什武勒赛前称重超重，本场比赛必须以终结的方式才能获得比赛的胜利，所以本场比赛最终的获胜方式来自于中国的蓝方选手小西藏一起去练。接下来的时间，比赛精彩继续，出类拔萃，独树一帜。蓝方选手塔利哈尔伊尔江来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部，职业生涯战绩6战5胜1负。他的对手沙买提沙纳提来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，技术非常全面，打法灵活。两位选手今天晚上谁能够更胜一筹？答案即刻揭晓。
Ассалаумағалейкум баршаларыңызға. Менің атым Талғар, Қазақстан, Алматы қаласынанмын. JCK лигасына келгеніме өте қуаныштамын. Бұйыртса жақсы жекпе-жектер көрсетеміз деп ойлаймын.
沙买提沙纳提
准备的特别充分，因为这次我们团队就是帮助了我很多嘛。我不太想了解我的对手，但就是给我安排时就看就完了。
Әр қазақ менің жалғызым, қазақтан шыққанымыз енді аздап біздің ұлтта сәл түсінбеушіліктер болады. Дегенмен бұл спорт, өнер ұлт таңдамайды.
这次比赛一定要终结，拿10字步，要不然拿3角手。
现在山外提我看到还是不停的在发力，要改成3角了。我们看一下，反十字过，反十字过，再一次这是反十字过，另外一条手臂在这结束了，难度极高的左右十字步互换，
我的天呀，
令人叹为观止。
Десе де жарақатсыз жекпе-жек көрсетейік, бұйыртса мықтымыз жеңсін.
Тек қана сәттілік.
Time now for the 5th fight of the evening. This will be a bantamweight clash. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Talgar Yerzan, hailing from the country of Kazakhstan. Interesting story about Talgar Yerzan. He made the move from Kazakhstan to here in Shanxi province to train at Yanhu Fight Club. Many of the Chinese fighters that speak the Kazakh language travel the opposite direction to Kazakhstan in search of better training. But it turns out Talgar Yerzan was in fact born in China. Him and his family moved to Kazakhstan at a young age, and he has grown up there. Now he is back in the country of his birth, looking for glory inside the JCK cage. Kazakhstan is a fight sport heavy country, and Yanhu Fight Club supplies JCK with some of the toughest fighters, including lightweight champion Ali. Unofficially, Yerzan has fought 6 times, going 5-1. This is his official MMA debut. I've not seen any tape on this guy. I know he trains at Yanhu. I know he must be tough, but I think that he's got his hands full making his official debut against standout Shamaiti Shanati. We'll find out soon.
And there we see walking out of the red corner, Shamaiti Shanati. This 26-year-old, the Monkey, is a veteran with 19 official professional fights. He has fought some of the top guys and has had a bit of a roller coaster of a career. Recently, he has also had some bad luck with 3 of his last fights being cancelled. And with only 2 wins in his last 7, he must be eager to turn the tables. However, do not be fooled. He is still young at only 26 and he trains with a very strong team stacked with star fighters. You know, guys, so many of the guys from that Longyan team are just stars here at the JCK, on the JCK roster. But let's talk about some of the big names that he's beat. And guys like Qiulun, Meng Ke, Tuogese, and Liu Xiaoyi, who are all JCK fighters. Watch out for the Monkey. I wouldn't count him out against anyone. Lastly, we know his opponent is out of a wrestling heavy team, but you don't really want to test the grappling of the Monkey or any Longyan fighter for that matter. And he said in the interviews that he wants to get an armbar or triangle as fast as he can. A lot of respect shown between these two mutually. But Vaughn, this fight could be a submission war.
My bet is on Shanati for this. He's much more experienced, and well, you know, it's really hard to bet on Yerzan because we don't really know anything about him. But on paper, Shamaiti should be the favorite. Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the reach advantage favors Yerzan.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 初量级的正赛争夺，栏目选手身高173公分，臂展181厘米，体重61.30公斤，年龄24岁，来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负。那么今天晚上是JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Kazakhstan. I give you Tarka Yurkin。本场比赛，红方选手身高170公分，臂展175厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄26岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩26战21胜5负。JCK 战绝城战绩2战1胜1负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手猴子Shamaiti Shanati。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the back hand. Watch your finger. Watch low block. Okay, touch back. Good luck. Judge, time. Ready? Fight!
Yerzan in the blue corner and Shamaiti in the red.
Shamaiti in the southpaw stance. Yerzan light on his feet. The first attack comes from... What happened? A liver kick knockout!
First kick of the fight, and he liver kicks him, and that's all she wrote. The Kazakhstan fighter came all the way for a 3-second, a new record. Maybe he just kicked him right on the liver, and we see Yerzan right there in pain. He can stand up, but he's not looking very good.
An easy payday for Shamaiti Shanati. Liver kick TKO with the very first strike. in the very first round. Let's look at the replay. Did the camera even catch it? Let's see if we get another angle. Here it is. Wham, toe. The
toe dug right into his liver there.
Right. Oh, that's a brutal kick. That's Wang Jijung's classic kick.
本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则除量级比赛的最终结果为来自于中国的红方选手猴子沙买提沙纳提，第一回合15秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by technical knockout.
沙买提沙纳提，请留步，请留步。这个应该是 JCK 战绝城的。可以说能够排在最前面的最快终结记录了。告诉我们，你对这个结果赛前有想到吗？
没想到，因为前面老师一直在教我这个动作嘛，然后前面比赛尝试做了很多次，但是没教过，这是第一次。
那么对于你的对手这场比赛，你本身的预期是什么样呢？
没听清。
你觉得本身啊这场比赛你本来觉得是怎么样的？你觉得这场比赛本来会是怎么样的？
就是十字步还是三角手镜面解决问题的，本来是，我也不知道发生这个事情。
那我们再看一下大屏幕，我们回顾一下刚才发生了什么，好不好？
一直在加动作，后面蹬了一个蹬对，然后就解决了比赛。
太精彩了！
后面看倒下，然后不想打了。
那么还有没有给我们说一下你的心情？还有你要感谢的人？
哎呀，这是感谢的人太多了，特别感谢我的家里人，然后特别感谢我的团队，还有我的老师，然后特别感谢我的女朋友，那些东西全部感谢他们。
再次的感谢，再次的把声送给沙买提沙纳提。
接下来的时间将会进行是今天晚上轻量级4人新锐赛的最终决战，冠军或者表现优异的选手可直接获得 JCK 战绝城的签约合同，崭露头角，全力以赴。蓝方选手李刚强来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部，战力非常出色。他的对手猎豹马吉提尔坚来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部，技术全面。两位选手在首轮比赛中都展现出了持久作战的能力。那么今天晚上最后一场比赛，谁能够再下一城？强强对决，所向披靡。
It's time now for the lightweight one-night four-man tournament finals. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Li Gangqiang. He had a fantastic performance in his opening round, beating national Sanda champion Hada Se at his own game. That fight was basically 9 minutes of striking action, and he put on a fantastic performance. Looking forward to seeing Li Gangqiang here in the finals.
Yeah, and not only that, he showed really good takedown defense and how to get up off the floor, which makes it very, very confident going into this final of the four-man tournament that he can keep the fight on the feet, where his opponent looked to be a little bit weaker. And we saw his opponent really try to get the fight to the ground in that first fight, even though that first fight you got to say that the decision was a little bit controversial in my opinion.
There is so much talent coming out of Kunli Junlong Fight Club in Kunming. Kudos to the coaches there and the fighters. They all have a similar style. They love to bang. They have endless stamina. I can't imagine how rigorous the training is up there in Kunming.
And here is his opponent for the finals of the four-man tournament. Ma Jiati Yurjian. We saw him in that first round going up against the striker Gao Yuanshen, and he is very durable. This kid has a chin on him, walks forward, looks for the takedowns, very tough, very, very durable. He's got a big challenge in front of him. We know he's from a wrestling heavy team. He did look to try to take the fight to the ground. Maybe his warm-up fight, and we've seen this time and time again, where the guys come in their first fight in this four-man tournament, don't look that sharp, but they get that off, they get that first fight through the door and get it behind them, and then when they come to the finals, we see a very different version of them. That could be what Ma Jiati is holding on, and we hope that he can show us his stellar wrestling in this fight, because I don't think he should stay on the feet against the striker of the caliber like Li Gangqiang.
I kind of felt that Ma Jiati got lucky with the decision in the opening round. I thought his opponent Gao Yuanshun should have won, should have advanced. But here we are. Ma Jiati is fighting for the JCK contract, and he's gonna have his hands full with Li Gangqiang. I think Ma Jiati is gonna have to pull a rabbit out of his hat if he wants to win this final.
Watch out for his power though.
Looking now at the tail of the tape to see how these two warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级4人新锐赛的最终决战，来访选手身高174公分，臂展175厘米，体重71公斤，年龄19岁，来自云南昆力俊龙搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩3战全胜 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手李刚强。本场比赛，红方选手身高175公分，臂展183厘米，体重71公斤，年龄21岁，来自于山西盐湖搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜。他就是来自于中国的红方选手猎豹马吉提叶尔健。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Judge, tie. Unit, fight! Lee in the blue corner and Ma Jiati in the red. Look how loose Lee is. And you see Ma Jiati looking a little bit stiff like he did in his first fight, but he does have power.
Lee did a fantastic job against an accomplished striker in the opening round, and Ma Jiati kept it on the feet in his fight as well, but
already tags him with a big right cross. Look at the speed difference between these two.
You can also see that the ankle of Ma Jiati is taped up. It wasn't like that in the opening round.
Feels like
that's what Ma Jiati should have been doing in his first fight as well. He really needs to work the wrestling. He is really out of his league here on the feet against Lee.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, but look at the speed difference between these two, just the movement. Oh, he does get him down.
But look at fantastic work from Lee to get up and makes Ma Jiati pay for it with a short left hook.
Oh, beautiful. Right to the button. I'm telling you.
Incredible chin
is so tough. Another right cross, heavy right cross. He's eating those bombs, Vaughn. This cannot be good.
Inside low kick from Lee.
We did see Lee also go to the head in his first fight. Beautiful balance here.
Oh, beautiful takedown there from Majiti.
Now we see Majiti, once he locks up, you see he's wrapped up his hands. He does look to be very strong, have that wrestling strength, but look, Li Gangqiang back to close guard, slipping elbows in there. Pushes the head off, makes space, looking for space. Can he kick him off him?
He's got room to stand up here. Majiti needs to be careful. If he wants to maintain the ground game, he really needs to advance.
Majiti making a big tactical mistake there. Now he needs to get him all the way back down again. This is not what you want. And this is exactly what Li Gangqiang wants. Feels like he's just setting him up here for another big bomb.
There's a flurry from Majiti.
Another good low kick.
Oh, another hard right hand and a hook, putting the pressure on as the clock ticks down in this opening round.
Another big punch.
Easy round on my card, favoring Li Gangqiang. Woody, who do you got?
Yeah, Li Gangqiang doing really good there with his punching depth, and that right hand finding home.
Let's look at some of the action from this first round. There's that hard right. What a chin on Majiti.
And this is that nice takedown. Oh, sorry, here it is. He stopped that first one.
Another hard right, followed up with a hook and another right. Majiti survives it.
You got to feel like maybe Li Gangqiang can work the body a little bit, because the chin just seems indestructible. Majiti wants to touch glove. Li Gangqiang says, waves him off.
Stiff jab from Li.
And it's a pumping jab there. Fakes the first one and doubles up with a stiff jab. And those low kicks have been unanswered. That'll take some of the speed out of Majiti's shots.
Nice front kick to the body from Li. Great work from Li to cut off the angles, keeping Majiti against the cage wall.
A lot of fakes, trying to bait a reaction, or try to bait out a shot.
Some blood under the nose of Majiti.
Li Gangqiang throwing bombs right now. Look,
another hard right.
Tags him with that right again. Majiti just eats it.
Another front kick to the body. Nice low kick south of the knee.
Again. Now we see Majiti starting to check the kicks. Majiti tries with the Superman punch. Unfortunately, the only thing it catches is some air. Another, again, over and over. 1-2, right in the button.
Majiti grabs a leg. He's looking for the takedown.
He had his hands locked, but Li Gangqiang manages to shrug him off.
Hard punches from Li, looking for his second win tonight. Good takedown there from Majiti.
We see he's locked the hips up. Every time he locks the hip up, Li Gangqiang just counters with some punches. Now we see Li Gangqiang up again, got that cross face. There he digs the underhook inside. Can Majiti get this back to the ground? No. And there's Li Gangqiang back on him with the pressure, threatening with a KO. So dangerous is Li Gangqiang's striking. You know, these rounds are only 3 minutes long, but it's a lot of action. Goes for the head kick, just misses. Ooh-wee. Big left hook there thrown.
One more round left in this one night four-man tournament final. So far, Lee is up 2-0 on my scorecard. Woody?
Yeah, maybe 10-8 almost. Very, very dominant performance by Li Gangqiang.
Majiti had his moments in this fight too, securing some takedowns and scoring with a few punches, but definitely.
But I mean, just the amount of
Lee has done more.
Yeah, those clean right crosses to the chin, that would have put many guys down. You got to just respect the toughness of Majiti.
Final 3 minutes in this tournament.
The winner, of course, gets a JCK contract. Nice low kick. Oh, he gets a nice shot and he's got his hands locked. But look at how Li Gangqiang just works his hips out and starts shrugging off.
Another hard right from Lee. No doubt the instruction in Majiti's corner are to shoot for the takedown. And the clock is ticking. These tournament rounds, as you know, are only 3 minutes long. Another overhand from Lee. A level change, a sloppy takedown attempt, but Lee gets a little bit excited there and he gets stuck in a clinch again, gets back to his feet and they separate.
Looking for the KO here is Lee. He's really trying to finish this fight. He could just stand the outside and pick it off, but look at the bombs he's throwing. I don't understand why he's not working the body a little bit more. Obviously, man, wow, there we go. He's listening to my thoughts. I think going to the body would be a key success because Majiti's chin is just granite. If you hit a guy with all you got for 10 times, surely you change tactics, right?
Throwing punches in this fight, Lee has at times fell victim to a level change and got tangled up in a grappling match. But he's had a lot of success with the kicks from that range. I'd like to see him use more kicks. There's a stiff jab.
Yeah, the low kicks have done really well. You're right.
Low kicks and also those kicks to the body. Majiti really didn't have an answer for those. Another low kick.
Do you think he understands our commentating?
Another push kick.
As if he's hearing our thoughts on. And Majiti's striking is just not at the level of Lee.
I'd like to see Lee go for the finish. We've been a little bit confused by the judges' decisions tonight.
Surely.
We don't know what they have on their minds. A finish would secure the win and make us feel a lot more confident. I think Lee has done more, but we are not the judges. There's a hard punch from Majiti.
But look at, I mean, he tagged him right on the chin. Turned his head with that right cross. Did Lee.
Both fighters slugging it out here at the end of the fight. Amazing action. Lee getting the better of it.
Lee not backing off. He could have just rode out the easy, but he throws down. I'm telling you, Max Holloway changing the whole MMA community. Everybody wants to throw down now in the last 10 seconds, Vaughn. Li Gangqiang, man, this kid is so talented. And Vaughn, the way he gets up from those resting shots, I think he can go very far in this division. Not only does he deserve a contract, I think we should pin him for a contender for next year, Vaughn. Keep an eye on this kid, Li Gangqiang. I think I have a new prospect a new favorite prospect. Love how this kid fights. Only 19, sorry, I'm wrong. Yeah, only 19 years old, I'm not wrong, only 19 years old.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 1 27-30；2号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 2 27-30；3号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定冷罚上。The winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, Li Gangqiang。
非常恭喜李刚强，又一位来自于昆力俊龙的硬核散打系选手。那么，恭喜你拿下了比赛的胜利，同时也获得了这场比赛的最终的合约。作为散打系选手，你对今天的发挥自己感觉怎么样？
感觉不太完美，我觉得这防身意识太差了。
那么我们看到2轮比赛当中，你第1轮碰到的也是散打系的选手，那么第2轮呢碰到的是摔跤系的选手，那对方的摔跤系数有没有对你造成很大的影响？
没有吧，我就上台前想着自己发挥自己的特长就行。
那么这场比赛之前相信应该是做了大量的针对性的训练。那么赛前的话，帮助你的训练的这些包括你的教练，包括你的家人，最想感谢哪一位？
我的老师王芬楼先生，还有我的团队，没有他们也没有我现在的我今天。
那么现在是来到了 JCK 的八角笼，接下来你最希望我们的拳迷、我们的粉丝记住你的哪个特点呢？
就人和话不多。
好的，那么接下来也期待你更好的发挥。女士们、先生们，掌声送给李刚强。
接下来比赛精彩继续，狭路相逢，背水一战。蓝方选手奥特根苏荣苏赫巴图，来自于 Sandas MMA Fitness Center， 蒙古国的摔跤悍将。他的对手斯伊木克托和达宏，来自于山东皓月搏击俱乐部。首次升入到 JCK 战决城的羽量级，将会给大家带来怎样的表现？全力以赴，一鸣惊人。
来自于中国新疆柯尔克孜族的选手，20岁的小将。
我是斯伊姆克，来自新疆。这段时间我一直在加强自己的不足，我感觉我进步了不少。这是我身壮的第一场比赛，有很多困难和压力， 但是我不会放弃。
对于 C 木克来说确实初生牛犊不怕虎，非常有冲劲儿。C 木克还是以重拳开路。C 木克刚才连续2记的中段扫踢接重拳，看，
出效果了，有效果了，
有影响了。这个确实是 C 木克的得意技。
我会更加的努力，继续战斗。
сайн байна уу? Хотон сүргээс Хотон Монгол улсын тамирчин Хятадын JCK холбоонд толдох байгаад туйлын их баяртай байна. Би босоогоос чивтээгээс толдож чадна. Бэлтгэлээ маш сайн хийсэн байгаа. Үзүүштэй сайхан тоглоо үзүүлье.
It's time now for the co-main event of the evening. An international clash. Making his way to the corner, to the cage from the blue corner rather, is Sukbat from Mongolia. 24 years old, he's got a wrestling base and he trains at the most famous MMA club in the country of Mongolia, Shandas MMA Fitness Center. His coach, Jadamba Narantungalug, there with him, by far the most decorated, respected Mongolian MMA fighter. Sukbat's only loss was a split decision. 2 first-round choke wins and 2 decisions comprise his 4-1 official record. Sukbat has a fast lead left hook. I saw him drilling it this week. I am a little concerned about this matchup. I think Sui Muka could overpower and surprise Sukbat. Let's see what this warrior from Mongolia brings to his JCK debut. Extremely athletic. I saw him doing front head springs in the gym the other day. He's got so much energy and he's just so happy to be here showing off his talents inside the JCK cage. Let's see what this young man brings to our promotion.
And you know, it's the small things that always impress me. When a team comes out, they have a uniform, they did the effort, they're ready for the press conferences, they come out as a team. There's a lot of, that to me says a lot about the preparation of this fighter. It's not just him, he's just the product. It's a team effort to get him into the cage and ready for tonight's battle. And there he is with his hat, Sui Muka Tuohe Da Hong. This 21-year-old is fun, confident, and exciting to watch. Sui Muka is a young star in the making. 6 out of his 7 professional fights were here at JCK, and he has put on some great fights. In his last fight, we saw him have an absolute war against Tedan Rang-up. But in the end, he got caught in a submission, and submissions have historically been his weakness. But when you watch him fight, he doesn't shy away from wrestling or attacking for the submissions himself. However, he is very dangerous on the feet with a 75% win rate coming via KOs or TKOs. His tall and lanky body usually give him the reach advantage in this division, and tonight he will again have that advantage. Lastly, he prepped for this fight in Kyrgyzstan. He spent quite a while there. Vaughn, you were telling us how long was that he was in Kyrgyzstan?
He was there for 3 months.
So he spent 3 months just wrestling, right?
That's right.
Focusing on his wrestling. So he came in very confident. However, he's got some of his fellow friends and fighters, and we see Shanaiti there in his corner. However, his accomplice for this week was his girlfriend. He didn't bring his coach out here to JCK throughout this week, which I don't think is the best decision. So, what is better, his camp or his coach? That remains to be seen. But I'll tell you what, this kid has confidence oozing out of his veins.
Very much looking forward to this fight. I'm a huge Suymuka fan. Let's look at the tail of the tape and see how these fighters stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级的比赛交锋，同样是我们今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝锋选手身高176公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.20公斤，年龄24岁，来自于 Sandas MMA Fitness Center。MMA 综合格斗战绩5战4胜1负。那么今天晚上是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. Gets ready for Otgen Suhabat。本场比赛，红方选手身高183公分，臂展184厘米，体重66.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于山东皓月搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战7胜2负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩5战4胜1负，他就是野豹子木克。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the back hand. Watch your finger. Watch low block. Okay, touch. Back. Good luck. Touch. Time. Ready? Fight.
And this is our co-main event. Sakbat in the blue corner and Suymuka in the red. There they touch gloves. The height and reach goes to Suymuka Von.
4 centimeters reach advantage is something that Suymuka will enjoy, and he's really good at using his reach. He likes, you know, he's in the southpaw stance. I got a bit of a bias. I like southpaws. He's really good at using his kick range as well. The cage is a bit slippery here. We can see Sakbat sliding over that.
Yeah, that's the second slip that he's had so far. Oh,
high
big
kick
here. And this is that confidence that we talk about. Suymuka, he does so well. But look, his nose is already bleeding. When did that happen? Suymuka, blood coming out of his nose already.
You know, there is this theory, Woody, that, you know, natural selection lasted a lot longer in Mongolia, and, you know, people are so tough there.
Another nice kick there.
Fantastic action. Back and forth war here on the feet. Some hard punch. There's a hard kick there from Sakbat. Looking for the takedown. Good takedown defense. Suymuka's time in Kyrgyzstan paying off.
Stiff striping here from Suymuka. Look at him cutting off, just exploiting that reach advantage. So confident is Suymuka and calm. But it has been Sakbat who's a little bit more proactive. He's the one who's actually throwing the strikes first and then trying to dodge the counters. He's been successful, I would say, half the time, but he does land those initial strikes. But it does feel like there's a size difference between the two, Vaughn, don't
it? It does, it does. Both of these guys have fought at lighter weight classes. I think the weight cut was a piece of cake for Sakbat. I know Suymuka wanted to fight at a lighter weight class, but he's just growing so big that he's unable to make the weight now. He definitely looks bigger in this fight than Sakbat. Both fighters swapping punches there. Sakbat staying active, constant movement.
Nice calf kick there on the inside. A lot of kicks here from Sakban. What he does after he kicks, if he sees the punch come, he really ducks his head to the side a lot. He's got to be careful for a knee or a kick followed up, because Simuka has thrown a few attempts, and the taller guys always have that need. It's just so easy to catch the shorter fighters when they slip those punches with a big knee.
Working the body is Sukbat.
Yeah, Sukbat, he had two like very definitive takedown attempts where he actually shot, and Simuka stuffed them. Now I feel he's avoiding the wrestling and just trying to pick Simuka apart. Now it's Simuka with Sakbat's back almost on the cage, pressing forward. The exchange.
Flying knee, and Sukbat takes advantage of the opportunity to get this fight to the ground. Just over a minute remaining in this opening round. Simuka going for the armbar. That looks bad, that looks tight. Sukbat trying to bash his way out of this submission. He's losing his balance. Oh no!
Simuka tapped him in the first round. What an upset. Who would have thought Simuka finishes with that armbar finish? Vaughn, I told you can't see. Look at his record. He goes for the wrestling. He goes for the submissions. Simuka so confident.
Fantastic submission win for Simuka.
Simuka calls his friend into the cage. I guess it doesn't matter who your cornerman is, Vaughn, especially not for Simuka.
Well, both corners were very, very quiet throughout that fight.
There we see Jadama going in there, checking up on his fighter. Sakbat almost got out, but once he fell over onto his back, that's all she wrote.
下面宣布比赛结果：本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则羽量级比赛的最终结果为来自于中国的红方选手野豹Simuka托和达红，第一回合3分59秒，使用手臂十字固降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by armbar.
恭喜你，Simuka！非常精彩，又是一场首回合的肃杀。没有记错的话，你现在的终结率是100%。那么，能告诉我，年轻人你是怎么做到这么恐怖的终结率吗？
年轻人就是这么狂，会让全世界知道中国力量。
那么这场比赛之前，我们知道你是特意在国外进行了非常艰苦的备战。那么在这场比赛当中，是不是起了决定性的作用？
对，有用的就是地面偷偷，但没有用出来。对。
那么这场比赛，我们知道对手其实也是一个非常擅长地面缠斗的选手。刚才的一瞬间，我们没有看清楚，和大屏幕一起来回顾一下刚才究竟是如何降服的对手。
这个就是最基本的一个动作吧，这点柔术谁还不会？
那么我们知道这场比赛是你的羽量级的首秀，是一场非常完美的首秀。那么接下来在羽量级，你最想对阵的选手是哪一位？
目前的话也没有，而且我也不在排名，我也不想吹什么牛逼，一步一步来，对。
好的，我们也接下来期待这位年轻人。
还有就是我想说的就是，感谢从远道而来看我比赛的哥哥和兄弟们，特别感谢你们。还有就是， 哈萨克族，哥哥们，朋友们，我也特别感谢他们，因为我从第一场打 JCK 以外，其他基本都是哈萨克，族，哥哥们或者兄弟们都在帮助我，给我说这些，给我当边角，特别感谢你们，对。
好的，我们也接下来期待你更加优秀的表现。女士们、先生们，掌声送给这位年轻人，野豹斯伊木克。
接下来的时间马上开启我们今天晚上的头条主赛，棋逢对手，针锋相对。蓝方选手图拉纳姆南巴雅尔来自于蒙古国，曾经获得多个蒙古国赛事冠军。此次首秀 JCK 战绝城，他的对手王琦来自于象王格斗俱乐部，拥有极强的终结能力。那么今天晚上也是检验王琦实力的重要一战，他将如何应对？勇者无惧，奋不顾身。
我是平头哥王琦，代表象王格斗俱乐部。
3位裁判分歧判定，红方上。
就是很激动，就想干他，要让他们感受一下中国力量。
能够引爆全场的那个男人，平头哥王琦。
300 санаа аваад намнан баяр гэдэг Монгол улсаас ирсэн. Одоо 71 кг тулаа ирсэн байна. Би өөр үлсэх бүсэлтэй тийм илүү давуу талыг гаргахыг одоо хэрэгтэй тэнгэр гэж байна.
他绝对是那个把打击发挥到极致的男人。
我跟他打什么地面，我直接站着就干掉他。
打到了，这就叫电光火石之剑。
71公斤级那就是大杀四方，来到71公斤级，我就是一较第一王者，有一个上一个，我要打遍所有人。
Тулгарсан, барилсан гэх зүйлээ тэр нь миний үлдчихээс ямар ч зүйл ирсэн, би ямар ч зүйл бэлэн байна гэж бодож байна.
来到中国，是龙你得给我盘着，是虎你得给我握着，我说了算，必须让你感受一下中国力量。
It's time now for the main event, the much anticipated China-Mongolia clash. Making his way to the cage now. From the blue corner, it's Namnan Bayar hailing from Mongolia. Let me tell you about this Mongolian standout. This is his JCK debut. He is the reigning MLG1 lightweight champion. Listen to a few of his accolades. 2021 National Mongolian Amateur Sambo Champion. 2022 National Mongolian Amateur MMA Champion. 2023 National Mongolian Muay Thai Champion. And again in 2023 National Amateur Shootbox Champion of Mongolia. And now in the year 2024 he is the reigning MLG1 lightweight belt holder. Talking with him the other day, he showed me a video of himself at 103 kilograms of fat. And he fought in that condition and he still won. He loves the body lock takedowns that are difficult to defend. Grappling-wise, I see Namnan Bayo dominating Wang Chi if he can survive the exchanges on the feet. Wang Chi is very fast and good at getting into his opponent's heads.
Yeah, Wang Chi has amazing striking and power. But you got to think, Wang Chi, we saw him do some grappling in his last fight, but surely he's not going to try to take this guy down. And if this fight goes to the ground, you got to think the guy with the wrestling base, who's also a Sambo champion, has the advantage.
Who doesn't like Wang Chi? He's a fan favorite, but we are both concerned, fans watching at home. We don't think that Wang Chi looked as strong as he has at the weigh-ins, and mentally we also are a little bit concerned if he's confident going into this fight.
And also, Namnan Bayer just saw his teammate lose. I hope he's out for revenge, and that fired him up to get the win for Mongolia. And there he is, the Honey Badger, Wang Chi. He has been fighting in JCK for years and is an absolute crowd favorite. He's the king of smack talk here at JCK, and he recently made the move down from welterweight against Wang He-song and won that fight via decision. In the post-fight interview, and also actually when we interviewed him ourselves face-to-face, he said the weight cut was the biggest challenge. However, we believe that lightweight is where he has the best chance to become the division champion. At welterweight, he fought against some of the top guys in the division. Actually, he fought the who's who, but usually came up short against the very top tier guys who could overwhelm him with their size and power once the skill level was closer. His grappling has been an issue for years, but he moved to Longyang MMA and he trained there with that very strong grappling team for more than a year. Now he's training at a new gym. However, in his last fight, he showcased his improved grappling when he fought Wang He-song. He took him down in the third round. Actually, I think he took him down the second round as well, but the third round, he just took him down and dominated and held him down with some ground and pound for most of that third round. And he surprised everybody, including us, with his wrestling. Now he's at a new gym, and has he added new tricks to his game? He has 37 official MMA fights, and he only started MMA after a long Sandan kickboxing career. So he is incredibly experienced. You got to think that his experience is, well, so much more than his opponents. But as you said, we are a little bit worried because he didn't look as physically in shape as he has in the past. And I would think that if he's trying to make this weight cut, shouldn't he be in much better shape? Could it be that he's having trouble making weight, or he didn't camp as good as he should have?
We'll find out soon enough. Wang Chi enters the cage for this main event showdown. A look now at the tail of the tape, and we see the shorter fighter enjoys the reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event of this evening. This moment is truly all be waiting for. We are live in JCK Arena from Shanxi, China. A 3 rounds, 5 minutes mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night Lightweight Division. And now, the official are ready. Fighters are in the octagon. Fighter fans, are you ready? For hundreds of attendees, families watching all around the world, are you ready? It's showtime! Introducing first fighter in the blue corner. He stands 177 centimeters tall, weighing 71.2 kilos, age 27. This man is wrestler, holding professional record 6 fights, 5 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Banyang-Hogo, Amek, Mongolia, gets ready for the Nam match. Tula Namuna Baya! Now, introducing for his opponent, fighter in the red corner. He stands 182 centimeters tall, weighing 71.4 kilos, age 32. This man is striker, holding professional record. 33 fights, 25 wins, 8 losses. Fighting out of Yunnan, China. Gets ready for the red corner, the Honey Badger. The referee who charged in his article is Mr. Wang Fei. Good luck to all the fighters.
Enter. Okay, gentlemen, this is the main fighter. I still fight. I still stop. Fight, be clear. Put the hands up all the time. Touch, go back. Judge, high. Ready, fight!
Nam Bayer in the blue and Wang Chi in the red.
Nam Bayer in the southpaw stance, immediately going for those legs.
He punches in.
Hard punches from Nam Bayer.
Heavy punches, like clubbing punches.
What a surprise. It's usually Wang Chi that pushes the pace. Look at Wang Chi level changing, a knee to the guts there from Wang Chi.
There we see that body lock.
This is where he's strong. I believe Nam Bayer will make it very difficult for Wang Chi to stay on his feet in this position. Once he gets his back off that cage wall, Wang Chi's likely gonna go for a ride. There's the takedown. This is where I think Nam Bayer has a tremendous advantage. Look at the accolades. The national Sambo champion, come on.
Yeah, this is historically where Wang Chi had huge problems in the welterweight division. It's when he was taken down and he couldn't get up. And the submission, like he's pretty good at he's very tough. He's very difficult to finish. He'll take a ton of damage. And he's also pretty good at escaping submissions. But his ability to get up out of the bad positions has always been his biggest weakness.
A striker for most of his career, transitioning to MMA later on in life and transitioning to the lightweight division just 4 fights ago. Before that, he fought at the welterweight division.
Correct. He was fighting at the welterweight division for most of his MMA career and now starting to make the cut down to lightweight. But, you know, we haven't seen that much of him since he started and was spending time at Longyun, and really feel like his grappling and understanding of grappling has improved. However, he's fighting somebody who's
bleeding now out of the eyebrow area, I believe.
Yes, at a high level.
Wang Chi also has been bouncing around these past few years from gym to gym, spending some time in Beijing, then in Harbin. Now he's in Shandong, originally training in Yunnan. Good work from Wang Chi, but just not there yet. Nam Bayer just keeps dumping the pressure on now. Look at the blood.
Yeah, and it was actually Nam Bayer who was locking up that leg in half guard. He chose to stay in half guard.
Good work from Nam Bayer.
Clubbing punches here from the top.
Bring Wang Chi into a position that he's least comfortable in. This must be exhausting for Wang Chi. He has told me too that he's been training at a striking gym. So this is, you know, this is the perfect way to fight Wang Chi. Take him out of his element, exhaust him on the ground, outpoint him on the ground, cut him up with punches and elbows. Wang Chi has his guard closed, but this is exactly where Nam Bayer wants to be. Nam Bayer needs to be careful the referee doesn't stand them up, but he was doing fine on the feet anyway.
Yeah, look, we see the blood. He's working hard. He's doing damage. I don't think the referee will stand him up from here when he's so active. He's trying hard to do more damage. He is trying to win the fight from that position.
Wang Chi doing nothing but defend at this point. Hard punches there coming from Nam Bayer. Relentless. Wang Chi hugging on, trying to get the referee to stand them back up. So far unsuccessful. He's taken some damage. You can see the blood.
And this is exactly what the Mongolian wants and exactly what Wang Chi didn't want, because this is just taxing so much energy out of Wang Chi, and going to later rounds is going to be easier for Mongolian to get the takedown again if we go to the second round, which I think we're going to see a second round in this main event.
Final seconds of this first round. Nam Bayer putting on the pressure. An easy win this round, at least, for the Mongolian delegate.
Look at the face of Wang Chi. That ground and pound is really, it's no joke, man. Wang Chi's face is swollen up. Look at his left eye.
Wang Chi does well to evade that single leg, but here comes that body lock, crushing takedown, and from that point on, it was all Nam Bayer.
Yeah, and you see here how he locks that half guard. Nam chose to stay in the half guard, but Wang Chi did good there to go to close guard. However, the ground and pound is just so powerful from the Mongolian Nam Bayer.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Out.
A big shot here from Nam Bayer. Fired up is this delegate, the Mongolian, ready to put on another round. Let's see if Wang Chi could recover. Goes for the body kick.
Smart move from Wang Chi. He's still fresh. There's a beautiful shot and a beautiful sprawl from Wang Chi.
He sprawls so heavy, ends up face down himself. Look at the
punches there from Nam Bayer.
Nam Bayer punches are slow, throwing some logs, but heavy hands here.
You know, when you watch
awkward style of punching, but definitely power. Oh, but the crispness there is Wang Chi showing some of his skill now.
I don't think I've seen Nam Bayer throw a kick, but I was going to suggest that Wang Chi keep it in kicking range. Look at this, threatening a submission. Wouldn't that be a shocker?
Wang Chi, if he slaps on this triangle, he's going for a TP.
Nam Bayer pops out of that, passing the guard. Kudos to Wang Chi for trying that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't even know he knew the TP.
I didn't know it either.
That was pretty impressive, but this is not good. Now
there's the arm triangle. This is a bad spot. That looks tight. Is Wang Chi going to be able to escape this? Plenty of time left on the clock.
He's going to keep the squeeze on. Wang Chi is still there. He's defending. How long can he hold on for? Nam Bayer needs to get his knees off the floor. And he taps. It's over.
Sleeps him. No, Wang Chi taps. Fantastic performance from the Mongolian. The MLG1 champion proves he's got what it takes to hang with JCK's elite. We look forward to seeing Nam Bayer compete again here inside the JCK cage. Of course, fan favorite Wang Chi, we look forward to him recovering and coming back stronger as well.
Beautiful work done here by the Mongolian. softens him up in the first round and then sinks in the arm triangle from full mount, jumps to the side.
Well, Mongolian teammates go 1-1, one winning by submission, one losing by submission. Both put on great performances, as did JCK's Chinese representatives. A fantastic night of fights, Woody, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. You know, this card wasn't star-studded, but action-packed. Another good night here at JCK. And we'll be back with a roundup very soon. Let's go to decision. Oh, sorry, the formal announcement. Sorry, man, the formal announcement.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级头条主赛的最终结果为：来自于蒙古国的蓝方选手图拉纳姆南巴亚尔，第二回合1分29秒使用手臂三角锁降服获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by triangle choke.
To Namdan Bayer， 祝贺你拿到这场比赛的胜利。现在告诉我们一下你的心情。
还行吧。调一下。
Мөнгөд ингэрд тэгсэн Монголын ард түмэндээ энэ өдрийн мэндийг хүргье. Энэ гайхалтай өрөө мэндийг хүргье. Ялж чадлаа. Баярлалаа таавахтай. Нааг дэмцэнд.
我的心情今天非常激动，感谢支持我的朋友以及 JCK 给我带来这个平台，我会继续努力给大家呈现更好的比赛。
再一次的把掌声送给来自于蒙古国的全能冠军图拉纳姆南巴亚尔。
所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 战绝城之夜 N86 的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、快手、新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视以及虎牙直播，还有快手，还有格斗迷的大力支持。同时感谢今天晚上所有参赛选手为我们带来的精彩比赛，共同期待未来在 JCK 战绝城的八角笼当中，他们能够拿出更具有统治力的表现。接下来，我们共同通过大屏幕回顾一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。轻量级4人新锐赛比赛方面，李刚强成功通过2场比赛一致判定的获胜，斩获 JCK 战绝城的签约合同。复赛方面，银量级的比赛，曲比罗华通过一致判定获胜。正赛方面，银量级的比赛，伊西赤烈由于对手赛前称重超重，打满3回合之后直接获胜。那么除量级方面，沙买提沙纳提 TKO 对手获胜。那么今天晚上的联合主赛羽量级的对决，野豹斯伊木克托和达红使用手臂十字固成功降服对手。那么今天晚上的头条主赛，来自于蒙古国的全能悍将图拉纳姆南巴亚尔，第2回合使用手臂三角锁成功降服对手，获得比赛的胜利。那么6月17日即将打响除量级赏金赛的决赛，并且同步开启羽量级赏金赛1/4决赛的比赛争夺。头条主赛，王少祥将与独立乐角逐出100万赏金的最终归属。羽量级赏金赛1/4决赛联合主赛，胡布兰图尔逊别克将会对阵吕凯，泽旺将会对阵阿平史拉，纳尔泰科斯巴伊将会大战赵志康，罗州江措将会和白国庆展开对决。除此之外，正赛还有赵国安对阵乌雷伊夫，吉姆沙大战伊火阿各，普维韦、阿里马斯伊尔保利、华诞夺基、艾利伊尔江艾利将会展开4人新锐赛的比赛争夺。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的各位今天晚上整晚的陪伴，最后祝大家晚安，再见。
Vaughn, what a night! I could not believe how it ended. Wang Chi getting submitted so fast. He's proven so tough and durable, but the Mongolian Namnam Bayer just putting on a dominant performance. softening up for one whole round, and then finishing with that arm triangle.
A fantastic performance by Nam Nam Bae-er. A fantastic debut here in JCK in the main event, finishing JCK standout Wong Chi.
But in the co-main event, it was Semuka who tapped out the Mongolian's teammate with that armbar. Who would have thought? Semuka, who's always had trouble with submissions, he himself...
I would have thought.